My name is Naveen and my chosen topic is how disposable nappies in landfills are impacting the environment. On average, 2 billion nappies are being dumped in Australian landfills each year, which is taking 200 to 500 years to decompose. Disposable nappies in landfills release methane gases, also known as greenhouse gases, which is significantly contributing to global warming, contamination of natural water supplies, and the spread of viruses. To effectively investigate this inquiry, I took to Curtin's online library and Google Scholar, where the following words were used to find relevant information: environmental effects of greenhouse gases, disposable nappies versus cloth nappies, effects of global warming on the environment, how do disposable nappies in landfills impact the environment, and the effects of global warming on the Great Barrier Reef and the Arctic. During the investigation, several challenges did arise, as I found it very difficult to find recent information or information and statistics relating back to Australian research. However, upon further investigation and the use of the Australian Bureau of Statistics website, I was able to find recent and relevant information regarding Australian statistics about nappies in landfills. Disposable nappies in landfills are in fact one of the greatest contributors to global warming. Global warming is causing a change in sea temperatures which is having a detrimental effect on the environment. As a result, glaciers are retreating, the sea temperatures are rising, penguins and polar bears and other species are facing struggles to survive. The Great Barrier Reef, being the largest natural structure, is also being impacted by the rising water temperatures, which is causing coral to bleach and die. These effects may result in extinction of animal species that rely heavily on the reef. Furthermore, numerous fisheries rely on the reef's health and productivity to produce a food supply and income, meaning that damage to the reef could potentially also affect the global food supply. These effects of global warming are proof of the state of emergency caused by global warming and the seriousness of dumping disposable nappies in landfills. With nappies and landfills playing such a significant role in global warming, it is important that we move away from disposable nappies and move on to cloth nappies. Although switching to cloth nappies may be an obvious solution, cloth nappies do come with some disadvantages which may be preventing parents from making the switch. Cloth nappies can be less convenient, they do initially cost more, and they must be laundered. And naturally they contribute to global warming and water contamination. However, they do increase the baby's comfort, they do offer long-term savings, they do not contribute to global warming, and they flush human waste down the drain for it to be properly treated. Reducing the effects of global warming is going to take a global effort. By everybody making a conscious effort to reduce their carbon footprint, the effects of global warming may be reduced, making for a healthier future. This science inquiry would be best suited for grade 3 or 4 students. It involves science as a human endeavour, which involves science knowledge helps people to understand the effects of their actions. This relates to the actions of dumping nappies in landfills and the effects that it has on global warming and the environment, as well as water contamination. It also involves making predictions and describing patterns and relationships. This relates to making predictions about the cause and effect of dumping nappies in landfills and the effects that it will have on global warming and the world. Lastly, it involves living things depend on each other and the environment to survive. This relates to animals relying on the Earth's conditions to survive. Global warming is changing those conditions, therefore making it more difficult for them to survive.